Please join me in welcoming Joanne Vanslow. The Birth of Venus. The Birth of Venus, Joanne Vanslow.
Lulu complained to the local council about a particular sculpture she took offence to. The sculpture is called The Birth of Venus, and it depicts a woman lying in a fetal position with a visible vulva. Lulu didn't like the fact that Venus was showing her private bits in public. And Lulu, poor Lulu, she just didn't know where to look. Prior to the complaint, a strategic bush had covered the petals of the woman's flower, and Lulu demanded that the bush be reinstated for the children. I take umbrage. If nakedness was more accepted and normalised, then the question of where to look would be redundant. We would all know into each other's eyes. Am I right? When I was 6 years old, I engaged in an encounter of I'll show you mine if you show me yours with the boy next door. Age appropriate. It already felt naughty to be nude, but it was also fun and dangerous. Bodies were different, not good or bad. By the time I was a teenager, things got weird. Who here has been inside a teenage girl's change room before swim class? Well, for those of you that haven't, do you know Mr. Bean? So, there's this skit in Mr. Bean where he goes to the beach. He decides that he wants to go for a swim, but there's a guy sitting there, so he tries really hard to get into his budgie smugglers without first taking off his pants. Now, imagine a whole change room full of teenage girl Mr. Beans. I'll let that sink in. God forbid you let those other girls see your bits. What if they're too big or small or hairy or weird? Social suicide. But it is right then, when your body is changing, that Lulu's attitude about Venus matters. It tells you as a young woman that your body needs to be censored. No longer is anyone showing me theirs. I don't know whether I'm normal. Or we can't just see each other's differences and laugh them off. Instead, we internalise and amplify our insecurities. And it takes a long time to undo. By the time I was 25 years old, I could still be found cowering and contorted in the corners of change rooms. I knew that fear was holding me back. Fear puts up walls that prevent us from living our lives in an open and free way, from really enjoying our bodies as our vessel for experiencing the world. I knew it was time to make a change, but I couldn't do it. I'd be in change rooms naked for a second, and then I just couldn't let myself be exposed. Then, one day, I was at my first hippie festival. My boyfriend and I were sitting by the river on a sunny day. Suddenly, he jumped up and said, "Let's go for a swim," and started ripping off his clothes with abandon. I said, "Oh, I'll be back in 10, I've just got to get my bathers." No. You don't need bathers, you've got this. I knew the moment had arrived. I had to just break through and face my fear. I looked around. Everyone seemed to be minding their own business. The first layer came off. It's okay. I took a deep breath, and then for the next. Oh my God, everyone is going to stare. And then, nothing happened. I felt courageous. I knew I could now step forward and leave my insecurities and pile of clothes behind me. naked! I turn around and my friend's standing there pointing and laughing. And also naked. How can I be ashamed when we're both naked here together? I look around, there are other naked, how did I not see them before? Other naked people, all their bodies are different. It's a spectrum, there's no good or bad. I felt like I really fit in. I also have a body. But facing my fears once didn't mean I'd conquered them, no. There would be more festivals, more swimming, and more change rooms, so many change rooms. And every time I'd still have to take that deep breath and think, what am I afraid of? And just push through. And every time it gets a little easier. So that's why I have to take the next step. Here, with you all today. You see, they say that we should picture our audience naked. Well, that's a metaphor, guys! Like this story is a metaphor. Do you have your own fears? Maybe it's why you're here today. Maybe you need to climb a wall. We all have them, big or small. When I saw my friend naked, I knew we were both there equally vulnerable, and I felt strong to be me without anything holding me back. So I want to encourage you all today to take those fears and challenge them, but not just once, but over and over again. Take the strength power that it gives you and be free. And Lulu, let Venus and her beautiful flower, her lovely labia, be seen. Let's not hide ourselves anymore. Okay.